Hey, everyone. Brian Downward here, your host of Laptop Empires. And this is episode number 35. Today, we're going to be talking all about how you can use LinkedIn to attract more clients. So LinkedIn is one of my favorite platforms because it's a professional network. When you're on this website, people are already expecting to network and connect with you. So, places like Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, those are a little bit more personal. And when you try and connect with people in a business form on those platforms, it can be a little bit difficult because they're not in that state of mind. That's why LinkedIn, when you have the right approach, can be really, really powerful for making connections and not only attracting leads, but getting referrals as well. So in this video, I want to go through a couple of things that I do on LinkedIn that you should be doing if you want to use it to attract more clients. The first thing that you need to do is optimize your profile. Now, most people, for the title of their profile, they have something like founder of ABC company or CEO of marketing agency X, whatever those titles are, but you really want to use that to tell people exactly what you do. So for example, my tagline says something along the lines of, I help businesses attract local leads using inbound marketing. So I'm very, very specific that I'm helping businesses attract local leads and I'm using inbound marketing. Now, your description on your LinkedIn profile is also another place where people like to talk a little bit too much about themselves. You need to make that all about your prospect. You need to describe what you do, who you do it for, and why it's important for the people who are reading that. And again, this is so when people are looking at your profile and they're checking you out, they have a clear understanding of who you are and who you serve. Because if you're just a generalist and you just say, I'm a digital marketer, like there's a billion of those people. You need to be very specific and tell people exactly what you do. So when they see you, they're qualifying you and you two are hopefully the right match. Now, another thing you're going to want to do is make sure you get a solid headshot. You don't have to go pay a professional, but at least have a very clear photo of your face so people don't feel like it's a strange photograph or an unprofessional photo. Again, this is LinkedIn, not Facebook or Instagram, so you want to make sure that there is a level of professionalism you're using here that you might not be using on other platforms. Now, the next thing you're going to do is go to LinkedIn search, and you want to go start checking out your third connections. Now, third connections are people who are connected to you and another person that you just haven't connected with yet on LinkedIn. And you can get really specific with the search. So you can go into the title and type in marketing director or president or general manager. And then over in the business area, you can type in something like chiropractor or veterinarian or patio furniture. So for me, I would go in there and I was typing in president and marketing managers of patio stores. And this was showing me dozens and dozens of people that I can connect with. So you're going to want to start combing through these people and really just start reaching out to them. And by reach out, I mean connect with them. And then you can send a friendly message to say, hey, hoping to connect without pitching. Now, the biggest mistake most people make on LinkedIn is they go straight for the kill and they start pitching right away. And if you do that, just like any other platform, you're going to lose their attention. You want to connect in a genuine way where it's all about them. You're excited to be connecting with them and that you are positioning yourself as someone who wants to help and not someone who wants to just sell them. So once you start connecting with these people and they start accepting your connection requests, you're going to want to start sending them messages. The first one can be simple, like, hey, thanks for connecting. But then you want to send things that might be helpful to them, like content. Forgive my phone here for going off. I'll put that on mute. But you send them helpful things. It's all about reciprocity. When you can do something helpful for someone else, they're naturally going to want to return the favor. So I like to keep it really, really relevant when possible. I share a specific article related to them. So I have a piece published in a niche magazine for patio furniture, and I also have a case study. So between those two things, I'm sending out to these people, here are pieces of content I've created. I hope that it's helpful for you. And then what you're going to want to do is start, if people are responding, start to probe them a little bit by asking questions. Hey, thanks for reaching out. I'm so glad that you enjoyed that piece. Tell me what part was most valuable to you. Do you mind sharing what you're doing right now with your marketing? I'd love to learn about how businesses like yourself are positioning themselves. And again, when you can approach these people from a standpoint of doing research, being genuinely helpful, and not selling them, it's going to make your life so much easier to start and have these conversations. Now, at the end of the day, your goal is to get people on the phone. You're never going to pitch over a message. It's just not an effective way to do this. So you're going to want to suggest them, hey, because we're in similar industries, I'd love the chance for us to connect. And if you have some time, I'd love to have a phone call. It's really that simple. And then follow up. There's so many times when I've been able to line up phone calls or leads with people, multiple messages after they hadn't replied. Some people just aren't on LinkedIn every single day, so you want to use just common sense and follow up with them in an appropriate manner where you're not bugging them or overwhelming them with messages, but you're just proactively making sure that they are getting your messages and making sure that they aren't just dropping off the earth. But you, again, coming from a place of value, coming from a place of research, giving honest feedback and being helpful, because it's all about reciprocity. Now, there are hundreds and hundreds of millions of people on LinkedIn, and there's so many profiles and things you can do and go through manually. Now, that's really, really frustrating. Honestly, like having to comb through it manually, you're going to be spending hours a day doing that. So there are tools that I would recommend you can use. Now, my favorite tool is Linked Helper. Now, it automates almost 90% of everything you need to do. You still need to log in and tell it which people you want to connect with and exclude people who you don't want to send messages automatically to that you've already connected with. So there's a lot of nuance in there, but I want to recommend you check out those tools. It's really, really affordable, and I'm talking like $10, $12 per month for a tool like this. There are a lot of them. And yeah, you can start to automate a lot of these processes. So if you are watching this and you're saying, you know what, I really want to take advantage of LinkedIn this year and I want to learn how to automate this so I don't have to do it all manually. Here's what I want to do for you. I have in my membership community, the Laptop Empire Lab, a brand new masterclass, more than an hour of content exactly on how you can automate outreach and prospecting on LinkedIn. So below this video, I'm going to include a link to the join page for my community. So if you're interested in taking this a step further, you can go check that out. But in the meantime, I appreciate you tuning in and checking out this video. My name again is Brian Downard, your host of Laptop Empires. This has been episode number 35. I will see you in the next one.